Hey guys, welcome to Diecast Reviews. So I'll be doing a review on the fan favorite cars here, as well as Mater with number 95 hat. The only reason I decided to throw him in here is because he's basically a fan favorite. Like, he could be released in this series as well, and I wanted to open him up, and I didn't have another video to put him in. I didn't want to do a review of him just himself because A, that's an old video, B, I don't know if many people would watch it, so I'll just stick him in there with, technically he's a fan favorite character as well. So let's go over who I'll be opening in this video. I have Team 51 Ramone here, the Ramone in the Cruz Ramirez paint job. I'm not sure why there's a choking hazard. Oh yeah, the choking hazard is because he has an oil can. As you can see, he doesn't really actually mention that on the name tag, but he does have an oil can right there. There you can see a nice picture of Maddie McGear. There's the back. It's the only time I'll show the back because they're basically the same on all of them. I also have Team 95 and 51 Sheriff here. And you can see there's Melissa Bernabé. Pretty cool. You can see they just copy and paste the card and repaint them. There's Melissa Bernabé, and there's basically Melissa Bernabé just repainted in a different eye color. Pretty cool. Now, it'd be pretty cool if Mattel released this guy as like Maddie's dad, Melissa Bernabé, her mom, and Maddie McGear's dad over here. That'd be kind of cool, but I don't know if they'll do it. Speaking of Maddie McGear, here she is. Team 95 and 51 Maddie McGear, who actually did appear in the end of the movie as this character. Not this character, but with the hat of both McQueen and Cruz. Here's Team 95 Sarge. And the two Maters, you have Team 95 Mater and the Mater with 95 hat. Now, there are two fan favorite cars out that have come out that I do not have, and that is Flo and Luigi and Guido. Now, when I get those, I'll review them in a separate video. Those have just come out, and I'm still looking for them. So I just decided to get this video out now, and then once those come out, I'll review those later. So let's start off with the one non-fan favorite car here. Let's start off with Mater with 95 hat, Florida 500 Series. It's the opening race of the Piston Cup season. Who will take home the championship? There you can see some pit rows over there. And you can see Keel Motorway, Bob Cutlass, Steve Herschel, and Fabulous Lightning McQueen. Now, he is heavy, my goodness. This is a Thailand release. And he is heavy. They make him metal and metal. This is a China release, the fan favorites one, so it's metal and plastic, so it's not as heavy. But man, my goodness, this Mater is heavy. Really heavy. I do like that. It's nice because it's definitely worth the $397 that you pay for him. But man, he is heavy. Remember the time when I've seen Mater this heavy. Brand new Mater is the other Mater that's this heavy. And let's see how you put this in your seat. There's this little thingy here, so you cannot put it in this way because there's, it doesn't line up the diagonal, so you have to put it in this way and just put some pressure, and there you go. There's his 95 hat. Now, he is heavy. Like, both of this it's all metal. Like I said, it's even the Precision Series Mater isn't as heavy because this is plastic, this is metal for the Precision Series. So it turns out that the regular casting, like the regular release, ends up being heavier than the Precision Series, which is kind of interesting. There you can see his 95 hat. Probably would light up. Pretty cool. It's like on springs. Unfortunately, it doesn't really bounce around like it would in real life. And his expression is exactly the same here, as you can see, as the Precision Series Mater. The one with the working tow hook, not the one with the light. But yeah, exactly the same expression there. Not exactly the same, but basically the same. There's just the comparison of the Mater. Yeah, pretty cool. I do like the 95 hat, but it's a release that Mattel has to make. But at least we do get a all metal Mater. That's pretty nice. So let's move on to the other Mater now. Let's move on to Team 95 Mater here. He is not metal and metal. He is metal and plastic because it is a China release. Kind of interesting. But then the fan favorite cars that will be like Flo and Luigi and Guido, those I believe are in Thailand. So it's kind of weird how these were China releases and those were Thailand releases, because I do believe these were released around the summer of last year. In the summer of last year, Mattel had already pumped out Thailand releases, so it's kind of weird how that works. Here's his little piston cup, and it's weird because it's Team 95 Mater, right? But then you go to the back, and it's a Cruz Ramirez logo on the back, so I feel like it's kind of messed up. Not sure if they were trying just to make it a Team 95 Mater or both. You know, maybe they just printed a 51 on here because Sarge, if we go on to Sarge here, see, he has Team 95 Sarge, and he also has a 51 on the back, so it's kind of weird how that works. I feel like they just, I don't know why they printed a 51 on the back, but whatever. You can see he is also basically the same as Precision Series Mater. See the expression, and they all have, like, why do they have different eye color? This one has a bit of a more smiley expression, but look, he has green eyes. This has like a green, blue, green, and a blue. How does Mater change to have 3 different eye colors? Not exactly sure, but there's his piston cup. It's like, has like a matte finish. Actually feels pretty nice. Number 51 on the back. Probably isn't supposed to be there. And there are the 2 Maters compared next to each other with their 2 different accessories. And this one's obviously way lighter than this one. This one's heavy. I love this one. This one's nice. You can see the 95, 51, how it looks on Mater. Pretty cool. Let's move on to the next one. Who should we move on to? Let's move on to Sarge here because he's also got the same accessory as Mater. And Sarge falls down. That's a little unfortunate. It's not what was supposed to happen. See if I can get this piston cup out of here. There we go. Let's compare it to Mater's. It's a little bit smaller, it looks like. Yeah, it's a little bit smaller than Mater's piston cup. Which makes sense. Accessories, like, you know, if you go to an actual sporting event, different, you can get, like, different size t-shirts or different size, I don't know, what else would you buy? Like, I don't know. Whenever I go to, like, a hockey game, I never end up buying, like, okay, this is not going in there. Let's see. It's supposed to go in there like this. Yes. And it doesn't go in there. This is very nice filmmaking, but let's see. So it goes in there. It doesn't, like, fit. Okay, there we go. I just have to apply a lot of pressure to it. But, like, I guess you'd go to, like, a race. You could buy, like, a different color hat, I guess, or a different size hat. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really apply to the only thing I guess this would apply to is, like, a different color hat, or not a different color hat, different size hat, or different size shirt. I guess that's what this would, like, apply to the human world. Here's Precision Series Sarge. Getting different eye color for some reason, just a bit, but yeah, obviously. It's almost like he would have an opening clip because of that crack there, but he doesn't. Oh, something just clicked. Okay, anyways. See, he does not have the colored in rim on the back there, which is unfortunate. I guess I turned Sarge on by accident. Yeah, obviously this is way more detailed than this one. He's got almost like a surprised expression, which is kind of weird. I feel like this expression would do more. Keep turning him on, even though, because this is like a Sarge personality. Sarge isn't really surprised. Sarge is more determined there. So I don't know. Here he is compared to Mater with both of their hats. Look pretty nice next to each other. I wish it was like reversible, like you could put 51 on the front for Sarge, but you can't because obviously I could show the little hole only goes in on one. You can't put it this way because of the little hole there in the side there. So yeah, pretty cool. I do like this fan favorite series, even though it's really not canon. Although Maddie McGear here, who we're gonna go to next, is canon. She did appear like this in the movie. That is very zoomed out. Did not mean to zoom out that much. So yeah, I wish they would have put the picture of where she was Team 95 and 51 Maddie McGear, because then it would actually make sense. Because they're not releasing a normal Maddie McGear in this line. They released her a lot, actually. They do release her a lot. They've released her as a single. They've released her in a 2-pack. And they really like to release her as a single. It makes sense. She kind of was memorable in the movie. But there, she's got a really good expression. I love her expression. It's different from the normal release there. Team 95, 51 there. She's got like this little bandana now on her. Well, they're not a bandana. What would it be? It would be like, I guess it would be almost like another hat, right? Is that what it's called? I think it was just called Team 95 and 51. Maddie McGear. I don't think it said Maddie McGear with hat. There's her license plate, Kid from California. Yeah, this is a China release. Yeah, you can see there's the difference if you compare her to this Maddie McGear here. See, basically that's the difference. Here it was just attached into her like there, and now it's attached onto this hat, which is attached onto her Team 95 and 51 Maddie McGear. Prices are a little bit smaller, which is weird, although I do think this is a Thailand release. Yeah, this is a Thailand release from the Melissa Burner Break 2-pack. So let's look at the Diecast license plate. Both look pretty good, actually. But yeah, this one actually did appear in the movie like this, where she was getting her picture taken with both McQueen and Cruz. So it makes sense. She's super happy. And yeah, this was a release that you knew Mattel had to make. They just had to make this release. Let's move on to Sarge here. Or not Sarge, sorry. Team 95 and 51 Sheriff. The reason I'm not really giving a really in-depth review of all of these is because, like, you guys have seen Mater all the time. I'm only just focusing on the added accessory. And Maddie McGear I reviewed really recently in my Melissa Burner Break 2-pack. Here's Sheriff. Got a pretty calm expression. I feel like that's Sheriff-like. I do like the white wall tires on Sheriff. And here's his accessories, which is the flag. You see it says it's the Fabulous Lightning McQueen flag there, both sides. And the Dynaco Cruz Ramirez flag, number 51. Let's get a little paint chipping there. But yeah, I do like those accessories, pretty cool. And they've done something similar like this with Sheriff before, where they did the Christmas version of Sheriff, where it has the little, the star and the Christmas tree. And they've almost put the flags in the same position, although they are a little bit different. These ones are more inwards, and these ones are a little outwards. And this is interesting. Like, they used to paint that red, and now they paint it silver. I'm not exactly sure which one's more accurate, but I would assume it's red. So it's kind of a cost-cutting measure visible right there, which is unfortunate. They did change the expression, though. This one's more of a tired sheriff. It's more of a happy sheriff. So you just look at, although really they used to put on a lot of printing in 2010 as well. There was quite a bit of printing on this one, but they've even increased that. So they even have to 49 Merc, obviously it's a 1949 Mercury, so they have to credit that on the back there. But yeah, I just kind of brought this sheriff out. As I was looking for like colors to grab, I was looking for my Sarge, because I kind of have all my Radiator Springs colors together, obviously. They should be together. So I was like looking, and I was like, hey, wait a second, I found this guy, spotted this guy. I'm like, you'd be a good addition to this video to compare to Sheriff here. They're very similar, so I grabbed him. So, yeah, I do like the flags on him. Pretty cool. Kind of like, almost look like a flag on a Piston Cup fan, like Christina Wieland. Like her kind of flag. It almost looks like that could be on a flag on a Piston Cup fan that they could release. So, I do like the Sheriff. They're pretty cool accessory. And now let's move on to probably the best one, honestly, Team 51 Ramone. He's a brand new Ramone. And new color. All the other ones are just the same releases with an accessory. This one's a real actual brand new Ramone, and Ramones are awesome, right? We love getting new Ramones. So here's Team 51 Ramone, or Cruz Ramirez Ramone. And here's his little paint can. Let's take a look at that, I guess. Not paint can, oil can, motor oil. It's been a Piston Cup sponsor back in the day, and it says something there that I don't even know if that's that you can't even read that. I'm gonna bring that up to my face. I cannot read that. Don't even know if that has words on it. That does have words. I have to put it under a microscope to read that, honestly. But here's Ramone. He looks awesome. I love his Cruz Ramirez paint job. So let's take a look. It says Dynaco. You can almost go racing in this paint job. You have the Dynaco sponsorship. You have the number 51. You're good to go racing. He's got the Dynaco logo there with the dinosaur. I don't know what kind of dinosaur that is. I think that's one that eats plants, though. Number 51. He's got the Cruz Ramirez spelled out, and it's almost like a lightning bolt, like a half lightning bolt almost. The yellow lightning bolt highlighted by the blue one, and then another blue one. So the blue's kind of split to make the yellow lightning bolt there. It's got yellow and blue on the side. They're obviously for the Dynaco colors. He's got his low and slow license plate. Got the blue back here with the yellow trim, and some more yellow trim up here. And this side would be the same as the other one, obviously. But I mean, I love this Ramone. He's got like it starts off yellow and then it blends to blue, which I kind of like that. I don't know if you guys know, if you guys have noticed in my reviews, but I like when I review next gens, I like that start at one color then blend into another. And this is what this Ramone kind of does. He starts yellow and then towards the back it's all blue. So I do like that. See, I like the Cruz Ramirez scheme. Obviously, we've got a Lightning Ramone from Cars 1, and now we have a Cruz Ramirez Ramone from Cars 3, so it's awesome. Kind of continuing the trend. But fortunately, one detail that they missed is the low and slow on the tires. I think that's more of a Thailand thing, that Thailand really puts that on there. China never did, which is unfortunate, but yeah, do love this Ramone. So let's get all of them back in here for a kind of group shot. And it's awesome because as well we get an accessory of the paint oil can. It's a brand new release and we get an accessory. I mean, what better could there be? Here's the sheriff, here is Maddie McGear, and here is Sarge, and that's all the other ones here. It's just the cars I compared to. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's get Mater in here a little bit closer. Yeah, pretty cool. My favorite definitely is Ramone, but I do like Maddie McGear here as well because she's actually accurate to the movie. And this Mater, I didn't mention it, but is technically accurate. He did appear like this in the Florida 500. However, he obviously didn't have the 51 on the back. So if you look at it this way, it's accurate to the movie. If you look at it this way, it's not. So, you know, it kind of depends there. Although I definitely think it's an error that they printed the 51 on the back of both Mater and Sarge. But, yeah, maybe, like, this one was just 95 on the front. This one was 51. That would have been fine. Maddie McGear, like I said, is accurate to the movie. Sarge, I do like the flags. Mater here's all very heavy. And do like the hat. This one actually is accurate to the movie as well. And obviously Ramone is all brand new. So, yeah, thanks for watching here, guys. Hope you enjoyed. It's 17 minutes, but it probably could have been longer if I went in-depth. But I decided really not to because you guys have seen all the townies before. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And once I get the other two fan favorites, the Flo and the Luigi and Guido, I will also make a video on those two. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next one. Bye-bye.